clean this. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Whoa, Facebook, why you change things on me? This looks really weird. Okay, hi, Facebook. What the heck? Hello, Insta. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't care if it's noon, it's morning. Um, Blue Witch presents Coffee Break with Laura González. That's me. Hi, Richard. Today is Friday. Yay! It's Friday, and we have tarot readings for y'all to end the week and the month. Basically, we're still gonna have a coffee break on Monday, but I hope. But yeah, it's the end of March. It's been 3 months and a century since January. But can you believe March is ending? It's crazy. So, Richard says it's morning somewhere. I'm sure it is. We have tarot for today. We're gonna do Darkwood Tarot for our first pool. Then we're gonna do the Celebration of Love. What is this called? An oracle. And is there a card in here? No. And we're gonna end up today with the B Tarot, which we're gonna use as an oracle. You know the drill. So let's get to it. Where is everybody? What are you drinking? Are you drinking coffee? I finished my coffee already, so I cannot even pretend that I'm drinking coffee because I finished my coffee already. Time to make a second cup. And how are you, Richard? We miss you at the community circle. And we literally miss you because some people that were at the circle, we're not going to tell you who was at the circle because they are confidential. But some people that were at the circle were missing you, Richard. Hello, Belle Newish. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, folks. Darkwood Tarot. Let's see what's in store for our weekend. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Yeah, migraines are not fun. For those who can't see, Richard says he had a migraine. I'm sorry. Well, we hope to see you next month. All right, may the divine let us see what we need to see, and may that information be used for the greater good. This one stuck to my hands, so you're coming with me. 2 cards stick to my hands. I put lotion earlier, and of course they're all sticking like glue. Let's see what we got for the weekend. Ooh, nice. Just visually, upwards and outwards. Look at that. We have a stag, a ram actually. Um, that's the emperor, and we also have the king of wands. Hello, Euphoria. So first of all, let's talk about the knight of wands. I'm sorry, I said king. The knight of wands. So hear me out. This is a card of movement, right? We are being um, inspired to move, to be dynamic, to strive for change, and to strike with our fire, with our passion, with our um, transformation um, to move forward. But always remember that running with fire, like running with scissors, we have to be very cautious. So, yes, be passionate. Yes, go for the changes. Yes, transform the things that you need to transform. But, do it cautiously. Also, for those who are not into so much of making like big changes in life and being activists, though everybody, the Blue Witch community is kind of an activist. Uh, this is a good card also for the Ba Chica Wa because it's about passion. Euphoria says, I'm also trans and transformational. You know, that's why I emphasize on the word, because they don't want us to say certain words anymore. So take that. Anyway, if you want your sexy time over the weekend, just be cautious, people. Same principles apply. Don't burn the whole town. You know, use your fire wisely. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Hello, Vintage Locket. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Our second card for today. Richard says, I love that. Trans and transformational. Our second card for today is the Emperor. And the Emperor, of course, is, I mean, first of all, look at that regal animal. It's just so beautiful. But the Emperor is also telling us to do things in order, to kind of settle down and let the dust settle before you do big movements. The Emperor has a hard job, which is laying the law of the land and then follow it through, right? He lays the law, but then he applies it. And in this day and age, is the word accountability comes to mind when I see the Emperor, right? Like if I'm responsible for A, B, and C, I am gonna follow through and in an orderly fashion. These are not times to be reckless. So when you put these two guys together, we're talking about yes, fire, yes, um, stamina, yes, the desire to transform and to change and to burn and to do things, but also the Emperor saying, but wait, if you're going to do it, you might want to have a plan, you might have to have a backup, you might have to, um, you know, all of the things that are related to order and to do things not necessarily the right way, because I'm tired of hearing that, do the right way, um, but in a way that is coherent with your principles, your ethics, and your morals. Where'd that come from? That is the goddess when she takes over my mouth. Hello, the female creators market. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I have a big announcement to make for you guys. Drum roll. We are going to reach 3,000 followers on Insta. And Andrea and I just cooked this celebratory celebration to celebrate the 3,000. And we're going to do a newsletter scavenger hunt. So run, don't walk. Sign up for the newsletter, bluewitch.org. Bluewitch.org. Blue is the color, witch is in me, .org. Bluewitch.org. Sign up for the newsletter starting next month. There will be a clue on the newsletter. And on the last coffee break of the month, you have to come and tell me the clue. So the first person that types the clue are going to get a discount on a service or something, and on a service. And so what you need to do is you need to get your friends to come and like our Instagram page, Magia Zarati. And you have to have your friends and you and your cousins and your neighbors and your enemies and everybody to sign up to bluewitch.org to the newsletter, and then receive the newsletter for next month. Look for the clue. Don't share the clue. Don't tell anybody the clue. And then on the last coffee break of the month, we will pick the winner. And we're going to do that for a few months. For how long we're going to do that, Andrea? 1 month, 2 months?
A whole year.
A whole year?
Yeah.
The boss has spoken. The boss says a whole year. So Andrea is always working really hard on the newsletter, on the website, on all the things. So go sign up. Was that clear? Was I clear? I think I was clear. Okay, cool.
Ask Richard. Richard, was she clear?
Richard, Andrea
Richard
wants
knows.
to know. Richard, Andrea wants to know if I was clear. Hi, Gabby Moonstruck. Gabby, the one that keeps my head straight, my therapist, and also my dear friend is here. Hi, Gabby. Okay, Oracle card for today. Da, 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 da. This is the one. This is the one. We got courage. Courage and the Knight of Wands. Kind of, sort of. Richard says very clear. Thank you. Courage. Courage with about 700 dolphins on the card. Courage, and it says splash and fly, which is kind of what the Knight of Wands was doing. ABC, courage. Here it is. Oh, it's a short message. Okay, good. You are being inspired to break away from the group and find your power within. That's exactly, well, it's not exactly, but it's very similar to what the Knight of Wands was saying. And aren't we all already kind of doing all of this? We're doing it together, but you're doing it by your own. And that is amazing. Hello, Sandia Roja. You are being inspired to break away from the group and find your power within. Am I late? We don't take assistance. We don't take tardiness, you know. But yeah, you're kind of late. But it's not dramatically bad. I can give you a recap. We had the Knight of Wands that says run with fire, but be cautious. We had the Emperor that says whatever you do, set boundaries, make it orderly. And then we just had a card of power that says break from the bunch and do your own thing. Find your power within. So that's a recap for Sandia and for whoever else is late. And we were just telling you all about the scavenger hunt that is going to start happening next month on the newsletter. And tell your friends and tell everybody to like our Instagram and also sign up for the newsletter, bluewitch.org. And there are 4 spaces left. 4 spaces left for the Tarot, the Hero's Journey workshop that we're going to have on April 13th. That's our first online workshop for 2025. And run and walk to get your ticket. They are still on early bird special. And if you have attended prior classes or workshops with me, go look into your emails because you have a special discount that applies to you only if you have already come to any of my workshops or classes. That gives you a little discount on top of the early bird. But if you want to wait until the early bird runs out, then just go ahead and pay $100. I mean, I don't need to tell you what to do. You do you. Sandia says, I came into perfect moment. Power within, my love. Power within. I say within. Power within. Let me not have an accent. People might get mad. All right. Our next B Tarot. We're going to pull 2 cards of the B Tarot. Okay, you know we read those like an oracle. And thank you to Christopher Hughes for doing it like that. I love using this B Tarot as an oracle. And they're both reversed. Seriously. We have the Star reverse and the Keeper reverse. Why? Why? Why are they reversed? Anyway, let's see what they say. They're both major arcana cards. And if you want to learn more about the major arcana cards, you should come to the Hero's Journey workshop. Just saying. Okay, the Keeper is number 0. So the first card is this guy, the Beekeeper, right? But he came out reverse. So let's see what the meaning of the Beekeeper reverse. It's short and sweet. The first line clucks me on the head. The beekeeper says, you are overthinking the situation. No, me, I'm just a professional overthinking. You are overthinking the situation, and in doing so, it feels like there is no moving forward. Things feel stale and are stalling. What are the blockages that are preventing you? The blockages, I'm sorry. What are the blockages that are preventing you from moving onward? It's funny because we have this and the Knight of Wands. So it's like we want to move, but we're doubting ourselves. Let's not doubt ourselves. Let me say that out loud so I can hear it. There's no room for doubt. People are putting people on chat rooms like we can, I mean, we cannot gaslight ourselves anymore. Imposter syndrome left the chat. Okay, you are overthinking the situation, and in doing so, it feels like there is no moving forward. Things feel stale and are stalling. What are the blockages that are preventing you from moving forward? Hello, Patricia, and hello, AJ. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, the last card is the Star Reverse. Let's go see what the Star has to say for us. Not the Tower, thank you very much. The Star. So, our last card for today is the card of the Star. And she happened to come reverse. Brace for impact. I mean, sometimes we need to be called in by the cards, right? Said she who just received a clock on the head. Um, the overwhelm felt in the tower continues to blight you. Rather than leading to resolution, the intense feelings have been internalized and you have lost hope and faith in yourself and the world around you. Really? Really, Star? Really? Do we need you to come and tell us that? I mean, you first say imposter was rejected. Okay, uh, these cards are being funny. Do not despair, the surrounding cards will guide you to a place of hope. So it's kind of like we're going in circles, right? The star is telling us where we're coming from, and then the Knight of Wands is telling us where we need to go. The overwhelm felt in the tower continues to blight you. Rather than leading to resolution, the intense feelings have been internalized, and you have lost hope and faith in yourself and the world around you. Do not despair. The surrounding cards will guide you to a place of hope. And not only the surrounding cards. Oh my God, Vicky says, I've been struggling with imposter syndrome lately. Honey, throw that shit out the window because you're not the one adding reporters to your messages. Imposter syndrome has left the chat. Like, literally, we cannot have imposter syndrome when the people that are, whatever. I'm not even going to, they're not even worth my words. So no more imposter syndrome, folks. Especially women of color, especially women and femme. No more imposter syndrome, my honeys. Anyway, thank you, Vicky, for the stars. Which reminds me, because I'm not on the Facebook star system, so thank you for the stars, but they're symbolic. Just know I'm not getting any money from them. Which reminds me, if you want to tip me, Venmo at bluewitch, Cashapp $0 bluewitch1, or Zelle bluewitch at bluewitch.org. Thank you for those tips. Whoever has been sending tips. Just so you know, last week somebody sent me a tip that actually paid for my groceries for that week. So it really, really, really helps when you guys tip me. And not only that, but please sign up for bluewitch.org. Please come to our workshops and come to our classes, and please hire me for your tarot readings or cleansings or all of the things. And until we meet again, never forget that you are loved. I'll see you Monday on the last Monday of the month. Thank you, Becky, and thank you everybody for sending tips. Much love. Bye bye.